Hello, everybody. I am Richie Roberts. I'm here with Calvin.
How's it going, everybody?
And we're here to talk to you about Infinity's Light, which is the series that you're currently seeing artwork from on the screen. Some of this is concept art. Some of this might be pulled directly from the finished product. Now, to just explain really quickly what that is in rough form, we, a couple of years ago, about 3 or 4, it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a good while. It's probably longer than that.
Probably longer than that. We worked on trying to make our own original manga-styled webcomic and dub it and score it with our own original music and soundtrack. And that is where Calvin comes in. He did not only the audio design, but composed all the music for it, which you're probably hearing maybe a little bit of in the background right now, but we're hiding it pretty well, or at least we're trying to bury it in the mix so you guys can hear us clearly. In just a little bit, we're going to show you a promo to kind of explain what the story for this is all about, but we just kind of wanted to give you guys a chance to see some art, hear a little bit of what's going on, and kind of get you a little excited for this, because this is a thing that we want to put out on this channel as we get further on in our Patreon. Clearly, you can see we've had amazing people work on this, and but unfortunately, we don't make nearly the amount of money to constantly afford an artist of this caliber, and so we're going to have to go and scrap the general comic book format that we were hoping to do, and we're going to make this more of a visual novel style. Eventually, if it gets popular enough and it gets funded enough, we can hire an artist full-time to actually do the comic book in the way that we wanted to do it from the get-go. That we are very far ahead in the story as far as just the general writing and concept of it. Calvin, would you like to take over and talk a little bit about this too?
Like Richie said earlier, I composed the soundtrack for this series. This is all original music made by me. I've been writing music off and on for more than 10 years now, but for this series, some of the best music that I have written ended up coming out just for this series. And so because of that, I want more than anything for you guys to listen to the music, look at the artwork, listen to the voiceovers, and just get completely immersed in the story that we've put together in Infinity's Light. So I'm really excited for us to really start getting back into production on this. I'm excited about getting back into putting music together. I lost count as to how many songs I put together, but there's still
quite a bit,
a handful of songs that not even Richie has heard. So I'm really
looking forward to that.
Looking forward to getting back into that and pleasantly surprising everybody, including myself.
Guys, this is a concept that we're bringing from outside of Fat Dog to Fat Dog, because we truly believe that there is a dedicated and very interested audience for this kind of a story and this kind of an art form. So we are really looking forward to your excitement, and without further ado, let's go ahead and show them the promo.
Long ago, a great power descended to the realm of mortals. When this happened, it split the power into 2 pieces. This caused the dividing of the universe into a multitude of parallel universes. While originally it was neither light nor dark, separated, the pieces were easily influenced by the beings nearby, and so one became the embodiment of light. The people of our world built temples of enlightenment around one of the pieces, and civilization flourished around it. The world the second piece fell to was wicked. They used their piece as a power source. Eventually, it began to infect their minds, and its corruption drove them insane. Finally, they harnessed the power to spread throughout the stars and shift between universes. They learned how to pass their infection to the minds of others, until they finally encountered our world. A long and terrible war raged between universes, and the dark race was eventually beaten back. However, the cycle repeated several times, always with the light barely managing to hold back the dark. At the end of the Second Great War, an academy was built to train special individuals with great strength and skill. They became the Guardians of the Light and held the soldiers of darkness at bay again and again. Even when pushed back to just our planet, they managed to fend off the darkness. This lesson taught us that no matter how dire things may seem, even a tiny flicker of light can hold the darkness at bay. Our purpose as Guardians has always been to maintain balance. In order for light to flourish, there must always be shadows. One cannot exist without the other. As you move on from this place of knowledge, do not forget the lessons you have learned, or the many men and women who fought so hard to ensure you could stand here today.
And we hope you guys liked that. If that voice sounded familiar, I'll go ahead and tell you why. That is John Bailey. You may know him better as the epic voiceover guy from Honest Trailers. He was a really, really just delightful person to work with. And yeah, just a really kind person in general. That having been said, that was my directorial debut that you just heard right there. That was my first time directing any kind of voiceover, so I was very nervous. We really hope that you enjoyed that. Hope you liked Calvin's music kind of sitting there in the background doing its thing. We hope you enjoyed the art, and you can kind of see the concept that we're trying to go for with this promo. That is basically it. This is a very new title to come to Fat Dog. There's some Fat Dogs that were in it originally. They may stay. We don't know. We're still kind of plugging away to find our little groove and bringing this story back to life. But as we said, we're very further ahead and look forward very soon, at least definitely on the Patreon side of things, to some character shorts coming out. And we may release those on YouTube for the public to view at a later time period. But we hope you're enjoying this. I'm Richie Roberts.
I'm Calvin Williams.
And we will see you guys next time.
Thank you for watching.